doing well today. Let's go ahead and get right into it. If you are struggling with bad credit, okay, that means that your credit scores are under 600, they're under 500, they may even be under 400, okay? These credit cards I'm about to show you can help you improve your credit score and change your credit life forever, okay? Let's go ahead and get right into it, all right? So, first things first, make sure you guys go ahead and download our free credit ebook as well if you haven't done so already. And we do get quite a few comments, emails, people just reaching out to us saying, hey, can you help me with my credit? We most definitely can. You can see right here, we helped one of our members. She's a part of our 850 Club Elite community. She had a 657. You guys can see that right there. And she followed our game plan, and this improved her credit score. You guys can see again, she was right there, and it literally improved her credit score. Okay. It improved all of her scores. You guys can see right here, she's a 575 with Experian, and now she's a 657 with the Experian. Okay, so scan that QR code right there on your screen, and we'll put the link inside the description as well. Okay, so now let's go ahead and go to the list of credit cards for bad credit. All right, so the very first three that we want to go into, I'm going to share this tab. You guys can see it right here. Okay, and this is going to be with Open Sky. Okay, so let me zoom in. For those who don't know, Open Sky is one of the few companies that approves everybody. Okay, they approve everybody. If you have a heart and it's beating, you are approved. If you have a social security number, you are approved. Okay, I'm telling you, you can be approved with Open Sky. Okay, now there's only one person, one type of person that they do not approve. You all know what that type of person is? It's a person that has had an account with them in the past, and that account has been closed. Not closed like unused, closed like if you had an account with them, you had a balance with them, and then you didn't pay that balance. That's the only way you would be denied with Open Sky. And for those also who know about Open Sky, let me tell you something. Open Sky just came out with a third type of credit card. Okay, first off, let's go into their main flagship credit card. Okay, this is going to be, sorry, my screen keeps moving. This is going to be the Open Sky Secured Visa credit card. Okay. There's no credit check to apply. They don't even check your credit. Okay. They don't care what your score is. They're not going to look at it anyway. Okay. You get up to 10% cash back rewards. They're crazy for even doing that. There is a $35 annual fee, and there is a $200 minimum security deposit. Okay. If you meet those requirements, then you can most definitely go ahead and get approved. Okay. That's the first option that they have. Option number two is going to be the Open Sky Plus. Okay. With the Open Sky Plus, you got a slightly different situation. It's still no credit check to apply. So, again, they're not even looking at your credit score. Okay. You still get up to 10% cash back rewards. Again, crazy for them to even do that. This one has no annual fee. So if you're looking for a secured credit card, a lot of secured credit cards are out there. And they do have different types of fees. This one has no annual fee. However, this one does want you to have a $300 minimum security deposit, okay, which is a little bit more than, of course, their traditional credit card, okay. Then you're going to have the next option, okay. You're going to have the next option here. This is going to be the Open Sky Launch Secured Visa credit card. Okay. Now, this one just came out. It's fresh. Okay. This just came out. Okay. In like the last 60 to 90 days. This one, again, no credit check to apply. They don't even look at your credit score. Okay. Up to 10% cash back rewards. Again, insane that they're doing that. This one does have a petty $2 monthly fee. Okay. Again, however, this one has a $100 minimum security deposit. Okay. Now, how do you use these types of credit cards? Getting approved, we got you. Okay. You get approved for the card. How do you use this card? Okay. You want to have a small bill on your I'm sorry, you want to have a small bill with this credit card, something that's under, if the limit is If you give them $100 security deposit, let's go ahead and see if they'll let us know what this limit is. I just want to confirm. So this is this one. Does it have a what is the limit here? I just want to see here if it's going to give us the limit. Blah 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 blah. There it is, right there. So your deposit is your credit line is equal to your security deposit. Okay, wanted to make sure because sometimes I know all of their cards, like I mentioned, they do have usually it's a $200 limit, but this one's going to be $100 limit. That said, why do I care about that? Because we want to use a certain amount of the card. How much of the card do we want to use based on what you all have learned from my channel? 7 to 10%. What's 10% of $100? Okay, that's going to be $10. I know it's not a lot. That's what you do. That's what you want to do with this card. Find something that's around $10. Can it be a little bit over? It can, but find something that's inexpensive or swipe for something very inexpensive with this credit card. Okay. This is how you use this credit card. Put it on auto pay if you can. And that's how you use that credit card. Okay. Now we got some more cards to go into. Why did I start off with Open Sky? Because there is no credit check to apply. There is no credit check to apply. Okay. Let's go to the next card on my list. And this one, you guys are going to like this one because this one lets you upgrade to a better version of the card. Okay. Let's go ahead and go with the next one on our list, which is going to be the Discover It secured credit card. Okay. Now, Discover It has been out for years. Okay. It's been out for years, but a lot of people don't know that you can get a secured credit card with Discover. Why is this card important? The reason why this credit card is important is because you can upgrade this credit card from a secured credit card to an unsecured credit card with Discover. Okay. Now, I did forget to mention that with the Open Sky Plus. Let me go back. When with this particular card with Open Sky Plus, you can upgrade this from a secured credit card to an unsecured. This is the only one that allows you to do that. Okay. Now let me go back to the Discover It. Now with the Discover It card, okay, again, this one's going to allow you to upgrade it from a secured credit card to an unsecured credit card. Okay. It allows you to get 2% cash back on gas stations, restaurants, up to $1,000 combined purchases, and that's every quarter. And there's nothing you have to do with that. It's automatically going to happen. That's not it. You're going to also get unlimited 1% cash back on all other purchases. Are you guys seeing this? This is on a secured credit card. This was unheard of 5 years ago, right? Only Capital One was kind of doing this, okay, with their Quicksilver card, which is not on my list, by the way. Okay, that's not on my list, but this one is on my list. Why is it on my list? Because you can go from secured to unsecured, and Discover is known for giving a nice starter limit. We're talking 1,000, 1,500, 3,000. I know some of you all listening right now, you're probably saying, well, Calvin, that's not a lot. That's a lot for a person that's rebuilding their credit. That's a lot for a person that has most of their credit cards have a limit of 500, 300, maybe 750. So 1,000, 1,500, 3,000 on a credit card, that's huge. That just means you're going to that you're making some good, some good decisions. Okay. There's also a $0 annual fee. Okay. So again, as long as, check this out, you're secured. Watch this. Okay. So now your secured credit card requires a refundable security deposit. Do you all see this? Refundable security deposit. Okay. Some credit card companies don't allow you to get your security deposit back unless you close the account. Okay. Most secured credit cards will only give you your deposit back if you close the account. Okay. So again, that's what you want to do. So now, and then your credit line will equal your deposit amount starting at $200. Okay. And then now check this out. Automatic reviews are going to start at 7 months and they're going to see if they can transition you to an unsecured credit card and return your deposit. This is major. Okay. That is again the Discover It secured credit card. Okay. And again, now here's why is this further down on my list? Why is this further down on my list? It's further down because they still got to look at your credit. They're going to do a credit check and they deny. They don't approve everybody. there are some things that Discover it does not like. If I could put a score on it, probably if you're under 550, maybe under 540, you're probably not going to get approved for this credit card. You could try. I mean, you already under 550. I mean, what's the inquiry going to do to you, right? So, and not like cracking a joke, but I'm saying sometimes people worry so much about inquiries. It's like, come on, like you shouldn't be worried about an inquiry, okay? You should be worried about building a relationship with a bank. And to build a relationship with that bank, it's going to cost you what? An inquiry. It's not the end of the world. Okay. They're not taking your firstborn. Okay. This isn't prom and you're getting denied. This isn't the job that you always wanted and they didn't choose you. It's a credit card. Get over it. Okay. We're adults. All right. So now that's that. All right. The next thing is going to be the next one on my list is going to be a Capital One Platinum secured credit card. I got one more after this. I got one more. So again, listen, stick around. So it's only going to get better. Now, Capital One Platinum secured credit card. Now, with a Capital One Platinum secured credit card, this is one of the best secured credit cards out there. Let me say that again. Capital One Platinum is one of the, no, sorry, Capital One Platinum secured. The key word here is secured. I want you all to pay attention to this. This is one of the best credit cards on the market. Why is that? Let's talk about it. Few things. Number one is that they have a three-tier system. Okay. They have a three-tier system. Let me break that down. Okay. Now, with they have a three-tier system. Now it's also refundable. Look at this. That you it this used to over time, this used to be it used to didn't be. Not long ago, they didn't give you your security deposit back. Okay. But either way, the reason why this is one of the best cars on the market, check this out. You can get get approved. Now they do a credit check. They do run your credit. Okay. Here's why they do this. Watch this. They have a three-tier system. Tier number one is that you give $50. You give $50 and they'll give you a $200 credit limit. No one else is doing that. Let me say that again. You can give them $50 and they will give you a $200 credit limit. Now that's tier three. Technically, it's tier one. Tier two, you give them $100 deposit for a $200 credit limit. $100 deposit for a $200 credit limit. Okay, that's that one. Then tier three is you give them a $200 deposit and then they give you a $200 credit lending, credit limit. Okay, now how can you choose how much you give them? The answer is no. The answer is no. They tell you what you got approved for based on your credit report, I mean your credit score, based on essentially them running your credit. Okay. Now, if you get approved for $49 and you want to give them more, that's up to you. But if they told you to give them 200, you can't give them less than 200. If you got approved for 100, you can't give them less than 100. You got to give them 100. Are you guys following me? Okay. So again, that's how that works. Now, why else do you want to get this particular card? Couple of other reasons. Number one is that Capital One, you're able to build a relationship with them. Okay. And what are some other things that Capital One is known for, class? They're known for auto loans, right? They're one of the nation's top auto loan lenders. Okay. You build that relationship with them, they're more than likely going to give you an auto loan approval. Not only that, they're one of the nation's largest in auto loan refinances. Do you know how many people don't know that? Some of you all right now can lower your car payment just by having a relationship with Capital One. And it's a soft pull, not this, but with their auto refinance. Okay. So again, though, and I forgot to almost mention this. You can add 5 authorized users, yes, on a secured credit card. Don't y'all miss that. That's 5 authorized users that you can add to this credit card. Okay. So again, you do not miss out on this information. Okay. Now, the number one credit card that I recommend for bad credit is going to be here. Let me pull this up. Here, let me go back and let me pull this up here because I thought it was on that sheet. This is going to be it here. Okay. I know you guys can't see it. Give me 1 second. And I want to make sure you guys can see where I'm going with this. Okay, so credit cards. Uh, Sorry, I thought this was like the very next one up. I was like, oh no, missed that one. All right, so this is it here. And don't worry, I know you guys still can't see it. Give me a second. All right, so now it's gonna be the Capital One. Why is it hiding? The Capital One platinum credit card. Okay. Now let's talk about this card. Calvin, you just showed me the secured credit card. Why is this one on the list? You know why? Because 80% of people that get approved for a secure credit card can get approved for an unsecured Capital One card. Okay. Most people that started their credit journeys started with Capital One. If Capital One was one of your first credit cards, let me know inside the comment section below. Okay. Now, people, don't get me wrong, Capital One's not perfect. No bank is perfect, right? Here's the thing. What I will say is that this card, simple. It's the same exact thing. Um, here's a If you've gotten a secure credit card with Capital One and you got approved for the $49 deposit or even the $100 deposit, most of those people could have gotten approved for the platinum credit card unsecured. Okay, unsecured. Now, why do we want to go unsecured versus secured? We don't want to be giving just anybody our money. Okay, we don't have to go through that if we don't have to go through that. Okay, and here's the best part about it: you can see if you're pre-approved with no risk to your credit score. They just started doing this. Okay, you can see if you're pre-approved with no risk to your credit score. Are you all seeing this? Okay, and it has no annual fee. Now, the only card that's comparable to this card would be like a Credit One. Here's the problem with Credit One is that Credit One has a lot of unnecessary fees. They got annual fees. You add an authorized user to Credit One, yeah, you can add up to 5 authorized users with Credit One. They're not on my list, by the way. And not in a bad way. It's just too many fees. If you don't use the credit card, there's a fee. If you want to add an authorized user, there's a fee. If you get approved for a credit line increase, there's a fee. They're known for just fees. Capital One has no fees. Okay. They have no fees. Now, now, as far as authorized users, you can get up to 7 authorized users. Okay. 7 authorized users, not seven, five. Where did I get seven from? Okay. I just thought of something. Anyway, 5 authorized users. And there's nothing additional you have to do. You don't have to pay to add those authorized users. This is a game changer. Okay. This is also, if you guys are still with me, I'm gonna let you guys in on a bonus secret. Watch this. If you have kids, young adults, and they're over 18, between like 18 and like 22 is a really good sweet spot. If they're between 18 and 22, check this out. And if your credit score is under 600, under 650, right? Watch this. You can get the platinum credit card from Capital One. It can be in their name. So you say, hey, son, daughter, right? This is Capital One platinum credit card. I'm going to help you build your credit, right? And you are helping them build their credit, right? Because who else going to show these kids how to do this, right? And so you can add yourself, parent, you can add yourself to their credit card. You're managing it. You're managing it. And you can add yourself to that credit card. That's how you get a free trade line. That's how you get a free authorized user. That's how you know that this will not get used a certain way. Why? Because one, you're managing the credit card. Okay. Now, don't get me wrong. If you want them to manage it, do your thing. But y'all, listen, y'all know how we all were at 18. Now, there's a handful of y'all that was like, no, Calvin, that wasn't me at 18. I was doing it the right way. Most of us mess it up. Or not mess it up, but probably made some mistakes along the way. This is a hack. Okay. Listen, I'll give you guys a quick story. We're going to go into the next segment. I had a client where it was her husband, and her 3 boys. Her husband, and her 3 boys. Her and her husband, excuse me, her and her husband and her 3 boys, 2 out of the 3 boys were working. They were all over 18 years old. She says, I want to go into home ownership. And she says, "What's the fastest way I can get there?" I said, "Well, we need to create you a game plan." She says, "Well, if I follow everything in my game plan, how fast can I qualify for a home?" I said, maybe about 90 days, less than 4 months, somewhere in that range." She says, "I need something faster than that. How can I do it without spending any extra money?" I said, "Well, we got those three boys. Let's go ahead and get them all a credit card. You manage the credit cards. You tell them about it because we're not trying to do anything fraudulent. Okay. I want to be clear. This is their credit card, it's their profile, it's their life. We're saying, hey, listen, you need a credit card, you need to start building credit. I'm your parent, you're going to listen to me, especially if you're living with me. There's no way you should have bad credit and you got kids over 18 living with you. Let me say that again. There's no reason why you should have bad credit and your kids are living with you and they're over 18, unless they got bad credit already and there's nothing you can do. But anyway, but there is a window of this, right? So either way, we added her husband and her, okay, to the credit cards. It was three credit cards. How much did it cost to do this? I want everyone to close their eyes. Y'all see me? My eyes are closed. What do you see? Nothing. It costs nothing to do this. Did you guys get that? Man, man, y'all missing this. I'm telling that's a hack right there. Y'all listen. If y'all still listening to me, y'all want another one? Watch this. I got one for you. This one's called reverse cosigning. Oh, this one's deep. Okay, now check this out. Now, this one is going to affect the interest rate a little bit, but it's going to be worth it. Watch this. Watch this. Stick with me. Write this one down. It's called reverse cosigning. To check this out. This is where you get an auto loan. Now, you're not just getting nothing random, but I want you all to consider this. Just consider it next time you get an auto loan. And you got a young adult. They're over 18. They're between 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, where they're still kind of learning life. They're still trying to figure out credit and finance and stuff like this. Check this out. Game changer. You add, now you can only do this if your credit score is above 650, 650, 700, 680. Okay. You get an auto loan. You add the young adult to the auto loan. I know what you're thinking. Calvin, that sounds crazy. Won't that affect my interest rate? In most cases, no. Here's why. Most of the time, you have someone between 18 and 24, they haven't established credit anyway. So they're a thin file. They're a blank. They ain't got nothing unless you added them to other credit cards when they were younger. That's only going to help you. But let's just say you didn't do that. You add them to your auto loan. You have 650, 680 plus, 700 plus. They're blank. There's a chance your interest rate's not even going to change. You're just adding them to the loan. The banks know what you're doing. They know that this car is for you. They know what you're doing. Watch this. I'm telling y'all the hacks. Watch this. You add them to the auto loan. What do you think is going to happen after a year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, 6 years? You done paid the car off. They got 2, 3, 4, 5, whatever, however long time frame it is of auto loan payment history on your credit report. Now, Calvin, why would I want to do that? Can I just add them to my credit card? You can. Watch this. Watch this. At some point, the young adult is going to want to get a car. Y'all know this. They're going to want to get something that's going to cost more than cash. We know this. We already know this. I know we got some people in the comments say, well, Calvin, they should just pay cash. Everybody ain't got $10,000 laying around. Everybody ain't got $15,000 laying around. Well, Calvin, a reliable car don't cost $10,000. You're right. You can get a car for about $4,000, $5,000, but guess what? You're gonna be in the shop every week. You know this, right? Listen, in Chicago, we got alley mechanics. Y'all got alley mechanics in New Jersey, Texas. Y'all in the house, Florida. Y'all got these. Come on now, come on, right now. We talking about a car where you pay more up front, but you go to the mechanic a little bit less. You can get the $4,000 car, but come on, it's gonna need some work. It's rusted. It's 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 no, it's junky. Come on now, it has a smell to it. Why are we not? Come on, we adults. Put them on that auto loan, and guess what? They have on-time car payment history. Watch where I'm going. Y'all see where I'm going? Smart people in the room they already two steps ahead. Guess who doesn't need a cosigner? I'm giving it away. I'm giving this stuff away. Let's go ahead and go to the next segment, man. Let's get to the next segment. Was this some good information? What or what? I know it is. I know it is. This is just the tip of the iceberg of the type of stuff we talk about inside of our credit community. Inside of our credit community. Okay. Listen, listen. Look at these people right here. Look at these people. By the way, listen. I'm gonna tell y'all a quick story because y'all like stories. Y'all like stories? Check this out. If you all look up, uh, we all know about Kanye West, Kim Kardashian, whatever. They have a daughter. Is it North? I think it's North. Yeah. Northwest has a hairstylist. Look up who does Northwest braids. Yeah, this girl right here. She does the braids. She does the hairstyles for all the kids. Every time the kids get a hairstyle done, guess who does it? This young lady right here. Guess whose client is that? You better believe she's mine, right? You better believe it. So she's pretty much family at this point. She's pretty much family. She sang at my wedding. Okay, that's a whole nother back end story. That's a whole nother back end story. Either way, she had a goal to get a car done. These young ladies had a goal to get a car. This girl, listen, this lady right here, I don't know if she still watches the channel. If you're here, if you watch the channel, let us know. Because see, this is what a lot of people do on this channel. They watch the channel, they get the information they need. She got her car. I ain't heard from her since, right? This young lady right here said, listen, I need a new car. Y'all see she got the pink Jordans on. Any Jordan fans in the room, right? In Chicago, I know that's how it is. Either way, she says, Calvin, listen, I need a new car. I put her in position. Listen, I put her in position. I went to high school with her. She says, Calvin, listen, I'm tired of driving this beater. Y'all can even see this car. It's right over there. It was beat down. Beat down. Got into another car. Okay. Holmes, come on now. Come on. Listen, the list goes on. The list goes on. Scan that QR code right there on your screen if you guys want to get more information about the 850 Club Elite. I'm going to go ahead and put the link inside of the chat here as well. Okay. If you are serious, only if you're serious, a lot of people be playing around. A lot of people be playing around. If you're serious about improving your credit score this year, 2025, put 2025 inside the comment section below. If you're serious about your credit goals this year, 2025, put 2025 inside the comment section below. Okay. I also put those links inside the chat as well too. I'm not done yet. And we about to get to the next segment in 1 second. We get into the comments. One more thing. I'm just letting y'all know it's real. I'm letting y'all know it's real. Check this out. One of our elite members, check this out. He says, listen, I want to get into Navy Federal, Calvin. No problem. He gets into Navy Federal. Not only did he get into Navy Federal, right? Check this out. Approved. $11,000 credit limit. Y'all see this? Come on now. Listen, you are who you hang around. Let me say that again. You are who you hang around. For those who didn't hear me, somebody put it in the comments. You are who you hang around. Here's the question you're not asking yourself. It's going to hurt some of y'all feelings. Who are you hanging around? Right? You got to be around people that's going to push you to another level. You got to be around people where the habit, right? The habit is growth. We're talking about what we're going to do next. You guys, you ever get around people and then you're talking about some good things going on in your life and you have to kind of like water it down because you don't want to offend nobody. This ain't that kind of group. We want you to win because when you win, we all win. Right? You know, like when you get around people and you don't even know if you can share a certain win with them, an accomplishment in your life, just because you don't want to offend anybody. You don't want to make someone feel bad. This isn't that kind of group. We want you to, because it's not, we don't look at it as bragging. We look at it as, hey, we know the story. We know who you were before the glow up happened. As they say the glow up, right? We remember who you were. We remember when you had that 400 credit score. We remember when you had that high car payment. We remember when you were rebuilding your credit after that bankruptcy. We remember when you had that repossession. We remember when you kept getting denied back to back to back to back. We remember that person. But now you're in a position, right? New year, new me. Somebody put that in the comments. It's a new year, it's a new me. But here's the thing. What's two things we're going to focus on? Y'all been watching me all year. Third quarter, first quarter, third month. How we looking? Two things we're going to focus on this year. Who remembers? Who remembers the two things we're going to focus on this year? Put it in the comments. Number one is information. That's why you all are watching this channel, to get the information. Now, here's the deal. Some of y'all think we only talk about just credit. Oh, no. Oh, no. Listen, I'm about to make sure your entire financial wall, nothing's going to break through. Now, I will promise you this, everything, unfortunately, cannot be on YouTube. Not in a bad way. YouTube, the algorithm wants me to keep talking about like certain topics. Now, I technically could talk about whatever I want to, but the problem is I don't want people to leave thinking that the channel is changing. It's not changing. So people that want to go deep, if you're trying to build a financial wall around you and your family and your future, that's where the elite comes in at. Because we're about to go into some topics that nobody else is like, well, I won't say nobody else, but that like that you need to know about. Listen, I look at the numbers. We're gonna get into the comments in a second. I look at the numbers. What do I mean by that? I look at my age group. I know that we got people watching this 30 plus, 40 plus, 50 plus, 60 plus. I know you all need more than just a credit score boost. I know you all are thinking about retirement. We got to start having these conversations. Because who else you talking to about money? You talking to your pastor about money? You talking to your coworkers about money? You talking to your broke uncle about money? You're not doing that. We're not doing that. Y'all don't trust nobody, right? Especially if y'all have my pigmentation. Y'all don't trust nobody. I'm just being real. Am I lying? So so I want to bring you people that's going to give you the right information. All right. Either way, 850 Club Elite. Y'all know where to be at. All right. Let's go and get into the comment section. They want to drag that out. Okay. Just letting y'all know. Because listen, because no matter how many times I mention this, there's always somebody in the comments that says, listen, can you help me? I'm telling you, yes, we can. All right. So let's go right into it. Our Lake is in the house. Listen, our Lake was most definitely dropping some gems earlier today. Greatly appreciate you, sir. Polo is in the house. Hey, Calvin, how are you? I'm doing well in yourself, Polo. Stick around, man. Appreciate you being here. Our Lake says, what a treat. We got Calvin 3 times today. Let me tell y'all what this is about, because I know people on YouTube like, how did y'all see Calvin like 3 times a day? Let me tell you. So here's what happened. A good friend of mine, Sledge, he came through the channel and well, I'm sorry, let me rephrase that. We did an interview today and he talked about how he went from a 400 credit score to having $400,000 in credit limits. Okay. He talked about his story. He talked about what happened, what he applied for. Not only that, right? Because we doing backstage access around here. Y'all, they see everything, the little chit chat we do, whatever. Then at the end, because I got good friends in the industry, I said, listen, man, can you stick around just to answer a few questions for the community? He says, Calvin, anything for you, man, not a problem. What you've done for me, my family, my YouTube channel, not a problem. So he stuck around. He answered questions. Listen, he charges people thousands of dollars for that information, but not my friends. All right. So anyway, but here's the thing though. There was a time zone, error. And long story short, we set a time. And then Sledge was like, hey man, I thought it was 30 minutes late. I thought it was an hour difference. And so either way, so for half an hour, I was like, okay, either everybody could just stay on, I could turn this off, we can come back. And I was like, nah, I got everybody here. Let's just go ahead and just do a quick credit Q&A. Let me do a quick refresh, right? Because see, here, I want you guys to listen to this. As you grow in your financial journey, your questions are going to change. Let me say that again. As you grow in your financial journey, your questions, they should change. They will change. So the questions that I'm answering for people are different than when they first started and they first joined in the 850 Club Elite. They had lower credit scores, not in a bad way. They just were not where they are now. They're learning new information. And with new information comes new questions. You guys seeing this? I'm just here to help you grow. I know you listen, a lot of people you get around, they don't want to help you grow. And not in a bad way. They don't know how to grow themselves. Right. And here's another thing, too. Y'all know some people don't want to see you win before they win. Let's keep going. Polo says, go for the Discover card. You better believe it. Most definitely a great option as well to get that relationship with Discover for sure. Nawana says, hi, I have a lot. Oh, a lot of what? Credit cards? Nawana, if you're still here, explain on that. Antoine says, hello, what's going on? Appreciate you being here. Roll Tide NFL Sports. Good evening, brother Calvin. What's going on? What's going on? Obviously, we had an Alabama NFL sports fan for sure. Where you think Shador Sanders is going? Keep me posted. Gillian says, great starter card. Yes, it is for sure. Jamie's in the house. Jamie, where was you at yesterday? We depend on you, Jamie. No, I'm kidding. So we appreciate you being here, Jamie. Right. We do have a life outside of YouTube, right? Jamie says, he talked about me, y'all. I'll definitely be worried about them increase. Yeah, don't be worried about them too much, guys. It's part of the credit journey. Call me Lonnie. Lonnie, if you are still here, sir, I'm putting Lonnie on the spot. I could have easily emailed him. Lonnie, check this out. Lonnie, if you here, let me know in the comment sections. If you're not here anymore, first off, I'm gonna get on you for leaving. But anyway, but Lonnie, if you here, I gotta put you on the spot real quick. um the community, I told the community we're going to bring someone in that can show them how to get travel credit cards, but not just that, but to have a strategy, because Lonnie already has his trips for next year already planned out. Not only does he have them planned out, some of his trips that he has between now and next year are already accounted for with his points that he has on his credit cards. This man doesn't pay for nothing. Well, I don't say nothing. This man pays little to nothing when he travels. Okay. Now, check this out. Lonnie, I need you to come into the community and tell everybody how you're doing this. If you still watching, now if you ain't watching, don't worry, the email is coming. Okay. But I need you to look out for me. All right. So either way, we'll see what Lonnie says. I'll bother him in a little bit. Grinding says, right now I have more rewards with Navy Federal. Just went from 500 to 1500. Just got my first Capital One Quicksilver card. Calvin remembers how far I come. Listen, I remember when Grinding just had got the relationship with Navy Federal when that limit was $500, when his credit score was just growing for sure. Now Grinding is dragging his feet on this home. I'm gonna get on him. I'm gonna get on him. See, don't get me wrong. We gonna celebrate you, but I'm all about, hey, listen, what we doing next? What are we doing next? Congratulations, sir. Jamie says the same as well. Lisa J. Stocks is in the house. Kimberly James is in the house. Appreciate you being here. Clove J says, avoid getting a secured credit card with Open Sky with that $35 annual fee. That's not too bad. Clove said to graduate Open Sky's unsecured, which is their gold Visa card, they want you to pay a $59 annual fee. So let's pause on that real quick. So now, if you've messed up so many relationships, like you can't get a Discover card, you can't get Credit One, you can't get Capital One. And guys, I've seen 10,000 credit reports. Some people, they can't get nothing. And so sometimes Open Sky is the only option. So yes, you may have an annual fee, but how long do you have the annual fee? Until you close that account. Remember, the purpose of having a secured credit card is to graduate to an unsecured credit card. Okay. So yes, you may have an annual fee, but you'll probably have to pay that one time. Okay. And then after that, we're done. We ain't keeping these secure credit cards that long, guys. Okay. So keep that in mind. But thanks for mentioning that too, Clove J. This kid's dad says, I already messed up. I have the annual fee cards with monthly service fees. It's sickening. Don't worry. Check this out. You listen, you are good. This is why you guys need to talk to a credit strategist. We don't want to panic. Okay. Don't panic. Okay. Here's what we need to do. We just need to improve the credit score, right? And that's if it's, and this is assuming if it's not improved yet. If it's already improved over 650 so, go ahead and get you that next level tier credit card and then consider closing those other ones out. You are in control. Everybody watching this, you are in control. Don't let these credit cards tell you what's going to happen. You tell them what's going to happen. You decide if you want to keep them open. You decide if you want to close them. You decide, not them, you. You are the one that's in power. You are driving this bus. Don't be thinking that you own the bus and they driving. No, you driving the bus. Okay? Take ownership. Give yourself permission in 2025. This is the year. We tell banks what's going to happen. They don't tell us what's going to happen. We tell them what's going to happen. Okay, I'm telling you, y'all got to walk in the room with some confidence. Get that backbone up. Okay, we got you. We're gonna make sure you're in a good position. So you're gonna be good. Jamie says, hit the thumbs up for the video, guys. Make sure you guys go to like, share, and subscribe. Appreciate that as well. Gillian says, this is awesome. Mr. Capture says, get some likes for giving out the info. Appreciate that for sure. That's for sure. Grinder says, I was surprised my Capital One Quicksilver has no annual fee. That's right. It most definitely, listen, that's for sure. Jamie says reverse cosign, and we are listening. Yeah, that's some great, man. That's some good stuff. Close J says, do your research, folks, to see if you can recoup your annual fees with these secured credit cards. Listen, she lied about that one. Sometimes you can, and sometimes they'll stop the annual fees if you want to close. But what is it? It depends. I know some companies are open to it with returning annual fees, but I don't see it that often with secured credit cards. Clove J, if you got some examples, let us know inside the comments below for sure. Bunny and Bear says, how can I work with your company to clean up my credit? So now let's go ahead and talk about a couple words. Now, we don't clean up credit. I know a lot of people that's kind of trending now, and not in a bad way. Um, I, I've mastered how to build around negative items. Don't get me wrong, we still have a dispute process that we show you how to do. However, and I'm not gonna say that. Anyway, I've mastered how to build around negative items. Okay. I have clients that are homeowners that have evictions on their credit report, repossessions on their credit report, child support on their credit report, charge offs, collections. I have people that have repossessions on their credit report that have new cars, low interest rates. So again, I know what the banks are looking for. Banks don't care about what mistakes you've made. They care about what you've done recently that's good. Keep that in mind. Okay. But yes, long story short, Bunny and Bears, what you want to do is start with the elite first. Okay. Now, if you want to go straight to a game plan, you can. But if you want to save a little money on it, if you want to save a little bit of money on a game plan, I'm telling you, the elite is where you want to be. But the elite, oh God, it's so much information in there. It's so much information. So much information. All right. So now listens, Jamie says they're called carport mechanics in Georgia. Carport. Ah, got you. Okay, there you go. All right. Jamie says he's going to put the QR code up to join. You know it. That's for sure. Gillian said Elites is in the house. Okay. Gillian, how was that live today? If you still up in here, how was that live with Sledge today, man? He was most definitely dropping some gems in there today, man. We listen. That's one of my boys, man. That's one of my boys. Caption Moment says, thank you for the info. You're more than welcome for sure. Okay. LG says Open Sky Plus. Absolutely. Yes, for sure. Jamie says 2025 goals. Vegeta Rose is in the house. LG says no fee. Absolutely. Antoine says 2025. Lathero says 2025. Bunny and Bear says 2025. Capture the Moment says 2025. Listen, y'all are doing it. That's what I like to see. Reese is in the house. Shout out to the vets. Any vets in the room? Appreciate you guys being here. Lathero says, how do I speak to you? Are you on scheduled appointment? So here's the thing. I want to make sure that we can help everybody. So no matter what your budget is, not saying y'all ain't got it. I know y'all got it. At least social media say y'all got it. But no, if you go with the elites, then you're learning in a kind of a group style, and that's what keeps costs down. But if you want to talk to me one-on-one, then if you download my ebook, then it'll prompt you, it'll give you some information on the game plan. You'll get an email about a game plan. Okay. So download the free ebook. But if you want to schedule a one-on-one, I don't have the link handy. Matter of fact, here, just go to 850club.com and you'll see it. So it's the 850club.com. Okay. But I strongly recommend starting out with the elite. I'm telling you, because see, the elite is long term. I don't want see the game plan. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. When you get a game plan and you're not in the elites, you don't have anyone to follow up with you. You don't have like nobody's really on you. You're kind of going to the gym for one day. We gotta constantly be talking. We gotta the language has to be how what's our progress? That's what the language needs to be. If you really want to go into homeownership, we're gonna say, hey, how close are we getting? If you really want to lower your car payment, then we need to talk about, hey, how close are we getting? Are you guys getting this? So I want to hold you. I want to hold you accountable. I'm not like everybody else, where it's like, oh yeah, go do this. No, I'm like, hey, how we looking? Like, what's up? What's the update? Okay, and there's nothing wrong with that. I'm not pressing you because I mean, you could easily not show up, like on the call, right? But either way, I want you to win. When every time y'all win, I win. Every time y'all score go up, I win. Every time y'all get closer to y'all credit goals, I win. It's not about me. It's about you. Okay. No, no, Lonnie, not tonight, man. Yeah, not tonight. Not tonight, Lonnie. Listen, not tonight. But listen, we're gonna schedule a date. Okay, we're gonna schedule a date. But that means Lonnie's in. Y'all see that, right? I'm holding Lonnie to this. Okay. I'm holding Lonnie to this. But check this out. We need Lonnie to come in. Lonnie's gonna break down his strategy and how this. I'm telling you, this guy, he pays little to nothing to travel. Okay. He gonna give us the game. Okay. That is crazy. All right. So here, let's go back. Man, listen, we got this many comments. Oh man, it's gonna be listen. Y'all not gonna keep me up in here all night. Listen, we're not gonna do it. Here, let me see here. All right, so there we go. Jamie says, "You are who you hang around. Who are you hanging around? You better believe it." Okay. Risa says the same thing as well. Grinder says, "That's the card I have with Navy Federal. I love that card for sure." LG says, "Michelin, Armed Forces, no fees, secure credit cards." Yeah, those are some great cards. Those are some great cards. However, they do all do credit checks. Okay. They do credit checks. So it's nothing wrong with an inquiry, but I want to give you guys a higher chance of getting that approval too. Okay, but there's nothing wrong with getting an inquiry. So keep that as well too. And Jamie says downsizing yourself so others can feel upsized. We can't do that this year. We got to get around people that want to see us win. Okay, Grinder says I didn't wait for 2025 to start my credit journey last year. I did in 2024. You sure did. I appreciate that too, sir, for sure. Gillian says new year, new me. Vegeta says information. This kid's dad said just need to be able to get a QP on credit 2025. Listen, let's do it. Let's do it. JB says, Pastor and broke uncle might not be able to get you down the pathway for $1 million retirement plan. Listen, we most definitely be diving deep into this. Mark says, I've tried scanning the QR code, but nothing happened. Yeah. So keep me posted on that. Um, I'm not sure which one. You should be able to get right into it. If not, we got the links inside the chat too. So here, let me put those inside the YouTube chat. We got people watching from Facebook too. So Facebook is in the house. Now, what's so cool about the people on Facebook, y'all might run into some locals, some Chicago locals in the house, because a lot of them don't know about the YouTube channel, believe it or not, which is crazy. All right, so here, let's keep going. Let's see here. Tony Brown is in the house. Information is power. All right. So there you go. Grinder says, I even stopped drinking, going on 9 days alcohol free. Oh, now see, now you're doing everything now. Okay, now you're doing everything. Mark says, listen, going on 17 years sober, but I started where you are for sure. Okay. Nancy says, became a member, level 850 club member, early access. That's what I'm talking about, Nancy. Welcome to the family. Welcome to the family, Nancy. So listen. Let me show y'all something. We finna go into this real quick. I'm finna show y'all something. For all of the new elite members, okay? For all of the new elite members, check this out. The first thing y'all need to do, the first thing you guys need to do, the first thing you need to do is go to Classroom. Okay? Go to Classroom. Okay? This is now, do not overwhelm yourself. We got a lot. I'm dead serious. We got a lot. Okay? Start with the onboarding so you get a feel for everything. Download the app. Okay? If you want a custom game plan, this breaks it down. Do you need one? You don't have to get one, but it speeds up your process so we can look at your credit report based on your goals. That's up to you. Now, if you want to increase your credit score, this isn't just some a paragraph. No, we breaking down. All you got to do is just go into like where your credit score range. Y'all can't see this. Why am I acting like y'all can see this? Let me move this. Let me move myself out the way. Move myself out the way. There it is. All right. So here, right there. So when you guys come in, you just put in here where your score is. Okay. And now I got to update these two right here. We just re-recorded this one the other day. Okay. But I got to re-record these so you guys can get some fresh stuff in here. Okay. But this breaks down everything: trade lines, authorized user accounts, breaking down the education on this, when to add accounts, stuff like that. But anyway, that's what you guys you get access to. Okay. If you want to lower your car payments, okay, if you want to lower your car payment, what you need to do, personal loans, 90-day home buying challenge. Listen, it's so much stuff. Oh, listen, Jamie, where you at? I know you're still up in here. Check this out. Now, Jamie, you do know this. We uploaded this. Okay. Man, this was good stuff. This one was good. Listen, YouTube, y'all not even gonna see this video until like 3 weeks from now. They already implemented. Check this out. This is one of my good friends, Sean. Sean has invested, first off, hundreds of millions of dollars in real estate. Y'all should see his house. His house is amazing. Like one time he showed me the camera. It's insane. Anyway, so he flips houses, buys real estate. Listen, huge in real estate, big, one of the largest real estate agents in, I think, South Carolina, North Carolina. Anyway, we spent about 20, 30 minutes on the interview, and this man answered so many questions on how you can buy rental property. Okay, rental property with how you can buy rental property with just using business credit. Man, listen, y'all got to see the time on this bad boy. Check this out. This was an hour and 3 minutes long. Listen, he spent most of his time answering questions. Tasha, man, listen, we got so much stuff that's in here, man. Listen, listen, the interview that dropped today between me and Lawan, the elite already saw that. They already saw that. They already light years ahead. And listen, we got so much stuff coming up. Y'all see this? Listen, the calendar is about to get crazy. We got way more stuff coming. Either way, I ain't gonna hold y'all with that. I hold y'all up with that. Let me go back. Man. I'm just letting y'all know we really trying to make sure y'all accomplish everything that y'all trying to do. Okay, we're trying to get everything. Now, I just so you guys know too, a good friend of mine, she is a business lawyer, and so she's gonna be talking about um, trademarks, copyrights, stuff like that. So if you guys are business owners and you guys want to learn that, that's only gonna be in the elite. Why not YouTube? Because y'all not gonna watch it. Not in a bad way, but elite, you got to come in there for that. I'll keep you guys posted, but we just locked in a date for her as well. All right, Oriel's in the house, Florida's in the house. Appreciate you being here, sir. Grinder says discipline is the key. All right, but anyway, listen, guys. Lethero says, how do you get someone on the phone? So we have to shut the phone lines down. Um, it was so many phone calls we were getting. That's why we created the 850 Club Elites, because people were trying to get answers from the assistants, and it don't work like that. So you guys I want to make sure you guys get the right information. But don't worry, if you want to do something like that, that's a one-on-one. Okay, that's a one-on-one. But I promise you, the elite is what you need. I'm telling you, I'm in there 2-3 times a day answering questions. I'm telling you, okay. We go live all the time. There's no one that has, if anything, you probably wait maybe 3 days at the most. I do have a vacation coming up, but it's rare that you waiting too long to get a credit question answered. I'm just being honest, okay? But either way, let's see here. So Lonnie says, I had to step back for a second, but I'm back. Okay, I saw that for sure. Okay, Gillian says, Lethero says, I'll pay whatever. Listen, you got to get a one-on-one. Okay, so here, yeah, so here, Lethero, here, send us an email, and then we'll send you the link. Because I got to grab the link. Sorry, it's just not handy at the current second. Okay, but anyway, listen, Lonnie says Chicago. Yes, for sure. Risa says, how can I get the interest on my Navy Federal credit card lower? Your best bet is to call them and ask for, see if they can get a lower interest rate for sure. Bunny says, I just joined. How do I schedule a one-on-one? So what you want to do is we actually just separated the one-on-one. So we now have it where the one-on-one is separate. So here, you should see it inside of the classroom section, and then go to classroom and then go to custom game plan. But if not, yeah, you could do that for sure. So stick around. Don't worry. Or better yet, send us an email so my team can get you what you need. But it's going to be in the classroom section for sure. Okay, cool. All right. Elite it is. There you go, Lethero. Yeah, start there. I'm telling you, that's where you want to be at for sure. Let's see here. Chi-Town, baby, you know what it is. Absolutely. Okay. So Lethero said, I heard you mention I can get off a car I co-signed on. Um, man, so you can. So here, let me share with you guys this information here. This is it here. This is the cosigner release form. I got that form inside the 850 Club Elite as well too. Now, it's no guarantee though. So some banks won't allow you to do it, but at least you can try for sure. Okay. You can try to do that for sure. All right. But either way, guys, I believe that's everybody. I won't be able to get in. This is everybody. I don't want to let's see here. Risa said a shade tree mechanic in Mississippi. For real. All right, then, guys. Appreciate you guys being here. We got a lot of stuff coming up. Whatever your goal is this year, you got to tell me what your goals are. Because when you tell me what that is, if I can't help you, I'm going to bring in people that can. Okay. So this ain't no gatekeeping. We want to make sure you guys get all the information. Okay. But either way, greatly appreciate you guys as usual. Make sure you guys go and like, share, and subscribe. And we'll